Welcome to Card Collectanea. This is Cindy. I'm back again after a short vacation. It was a wonderful, wonderful vacation. And so today I wanted to show you a birthday card. I'm going to use one of my favorite cricket cartridges. It's Nifty Fifties. And as I go through, you'll probably hear some traffic background noise. I hope it won't be too disturbing. It's a hot day and the windows are open. So Nifty Fifties is where we're going to start. I'm using this rocket cutout, and it's on page 28 of the manual. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use all the layers of that, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4 inches, and I'll come back and show you the layers of that in just a bit. I'm starting with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. This was just the half a sheet of regular 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock white. This was from a business cardstock pack from Staples. And so I scored it. I'm going to take my bone folder and get this crease in here very nicely. And then I'll be ready to add to it. So I'm going to start with a black mat. And this is cut, and so the card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This mat is 5 5/16 by 4 1/16. I like the 16th just because it's, I don't know, I just like that amount of space showing around it. So this will go here as like that. And then I found a, by the way, this black cardstock is, I'm not sure where, from my stash, from something. And this is a red paper with some black stars on it. I got this from the Paper Studio at Hobby Lobby, and it is cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So 5 1/8 this way and 3 7/8 like this. So when I get this all together, then I'm going to use it vertically like this, so it'll open on this side. And so when I get these all together, I'll show you that rocket. Now I've placed all of my mats, both mats, on the card now, and I'm ready to add the rocket. I'm going to turn the card this way so the rocket will go up and down. And here is the rocket. Now once again, as I said, I did this all in 4 1/4, and here is the little booklet that goes along with Nifty Fifties. And so I cut the shadow in black. It's this piece here. Then I cut the basic rocket piece, which kind of looks like a balloon of some sort, in a sort of a steely blue. It's an old shimmery pack from DCWV. And again, it's a steely blue. Then on top of that, there is a black circle that goes right here, and there's some lines in there to get it in the right spot. And then on top of that, I cut the rocket itself. This is the layer 1 piece right here. I cut that out of white, and it cuts this rocket, and it cuts 2 little stars, one slightly bigger than the other one. And so those will go on there as well. And then the last piece, which is the layer with the shift, is this red piece for the top of the rocket. And once you get that all together, then we'll be ready to put it on the card. So I'll layer those up. I'm going to use my Zig pen to do all of that, and then I will put it on some foam tape to bring it off the page. I'll finish that and be right back. Now I have all of the layers put together, and I will set it on the card at an angle, and then I will be able to have room for my sentiment. Before I put it down, I wanted to show you that I do have it on some foam tape. I have used Scotch. It's about the only foam tape that I use these days. I like it very much. It's easy to use, and it works very well. Plus, one thing I like about it too is that when you get down to these thin sections, you can just cut this along it, however long you want it, cut the width of it, and then that's what I did here. So This is one width of it, but just cut in 3 strips. So I'll pull these off, and then I'll put it onto the card, and then I'll be ready to add my sentiment, which I just stamped Happy Birthday. Okay. Now I'm going to angle it so that I've got it fairly close at the bottom of the rocket. I've got that fairly close to the side of the card because I don't have a lot of room for my sentiment, so I wanted to make sure that it's off to the edge quite a bit. Okay, and that does make it pop off the card a bit. Now I took a Fisker's stamp and that said Happy Birthday. I stamped that onto a piece of white that matched, it was the same kind of cardstock I'd used for the card itself. And then I just trimmed it down and rounded the corners, and I'm going to put that right here, but first I will put it on some foam tape as well. One thing I like about this is that you can clearly tell whether or not you've taken the backing paper off because it's a different color. Some of the others where the backing paper is white, it takes a minute to figure out if you've taken it off already. So I like it very much that way. It's a little crooked. So happy birthday, and this is a good generic birthday card. You could put a sentiment on the inside about hope it's out of the world, or hope it's the best one in the world, or something along that line. You could very easily use this for a congratulations card, for someone who's getting a new job. You could say reach for the stars. You could do a number of things with it. It's very versatile. And the rocket, although it has several layers, is very easy to do. Nifty 50 has some unique kinds of cuts that are not on many of the others, so I like it a lot. So thanks so much for coming by. I think it turned out sweet, and I know it will be useful. And so I appreciate your time. Come back again. Bye-bye.